How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.
Shame that. Storm playing spoil sport at the Eden Gardens, where both Punjab and Kolkata will have to now settle for a point each. Those sorts of things can come in handy or not come the end of the league stage in the race to the playoffs. On Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPN Cricket for Timeout. Quick summation of the implication of shared points from this game with Danny Morrison, Anil Kumble and Dustin Silgardo as well. Now, let me start with how disappointing it is to get a no result. 42 games, I thought we'll go all the way without one. But who would be the more unhappy team today, Anil, given we saw one over of the chase? Who would be more unhappy to have dropped a point rather than gained one?
I think Punjab, because having scored 201, they would have probably fancied themselves to get those 2 points. Yeah, I mean, I did say super over. Danny said Punjab by 25 runs. Yeah, nothing of those sort happened.
Yeah.
I think they'll, but these odd points can certainly help you in the points table too. I mean, that's the positive.
For KKR, they would be thinking they have a little more work to do. So is that point such a bad thing? They can now get to 17 if they win everything from here.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that, won't they? I think so. Given that, say, 201's on the board. Yeah, I think KKR, and hopefully that maybe just inspires them a little bit. Say, okay, need to get a couple more wins here, and we'll be excited about this.
Dustin, give us something.
I mean, it'll be interesting to hear what the captains say. I don't think Rahane will be saying, oh, we're happy with the point. But 201, you would fancy yourself to chase that. So I think Punjab will be more disappointed.
I can tell you that the players have left. So there's going to be no comments from the teams. Sun is almost going to come up in Kolkata this time of night. In all seriousness, it's a good time to look at run-ins. I can tell you that the last 2 seasons, we've had 2 teams that have made the playoffs because of the odd point, if I can put it that way. Although Lucknow, I think Chennai, Rajasthan and Sunrisers last year, and Lucknow and Chennai before that, they finished 2 and 3 by virtue of 17 and 15 points, that kind of thing. Let's just look at what it does to the points table momentarily. Punjab Kings go ahead of Mumbai Indians, having played the same number of games, but MI will have the chance to reclaim a top 4 spot if they get the job done against Lucknow tomorrow afternoon at the Wankhede. Danny's going to be there and the sun for that one, with his big hat on. As far as Kolkata go, let's just talk about the run-ins, because there's still 7 points. It seems insufficient, Anil, after 9 games. It's tough, isn't it, to finish with 5 on the trot? But are there signs? Are there signs for this team that they can?
No, because they still haven't figured out the perfect 11 for them. It's not like they've won 2 games and then now they need 5 in a row or things like that. So I'm not sure. I mean, they made, what, 2 changes today? Chetan Sakaria, who's come in as a replacement. He made his, he played his first game. Then
Rovman's had not much to do today?
Yeah, he made his debut for KKR. So obviously they'll have to stick to that because although Chetan did bowl his overs, Rovman will have to continue with that in the next games.
That's tricky, you have to wonder now, should we stick with the same team?
I think there might be some news that Ramandeep wasn't fit for today's
Fair enough.
So I think that may be one of the reasons he wasn't there. So
if I look at maybe the run-in for both teams, and that's where we can speculate if you're in that management for KKR, right, are these games that we should be winning, with looking at the form of those teams or even if you're on the Punjab camp. Now, those are Kolkata's remaining fixtures, bottom of screen. Is it fair to assume, it's very dangerous to assume things, but Danny, Anil, Dustin, Chennai, which is at the Chepauk, that's at home. So that's at the Eden Gardens, Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rajasthan Royals. That's 3 teams that don't look like they're close to the top 4. So that's okay, 6 points over there. Now, Delhi's a tough game at Delhi. Bangalore is Can I even say that?
No, I'm not assuming that 6 points over there. I mean, Hyderabad away is not an easy game for KKR.
They have the wood over SRH for whatever it's worth.
See, in terms of quality and ability, I think KKR have it in them. Like I said, if you look back at their championship side last year versus this year, it's just that, yes, the players are underperforming. It's not that the personnel has changed that drastically. You have Quinton de Kock instead of Phil Salt. Quinton de Kock is equally destructive. Gurbaz was there last year. He came in as a, when Phil Salt left, he came into the playoffs and did really well. Sunil Narayan was the exception last year. He did exceptionally well. Then instead of Shreyas Iyer, you have Ajinkya Rahane as captain. He's batted really well at number 3 for KKR. So in terms of personnel, it's not much change, but they need to certainly do something to get all those wins.
You would never say that, oh, 6 points, that's 6 points that we should eye.
No, I don't. And I think you've got to be a bit nervy about it. I'm with Dusters. You know, I just think, yeah, it's a lot to do to practically win every game on from now.
That's for KKR. And remember, when teams know they're out of it, like Rajasthan Royals, Riyan Parakh side, we're playing for pride. Who knows, maybe they're even more dangerous, especially with CSK. When it comes to how their season's gone, you never really know. What about Punjab? Now, the tricky one with Punjab is those 3 home games, Lucknow, Delhi, Mumbai, Dharamshala. First time that we'll see cricket at Dharamshala for this year's IPL. We know it's usually big on runs, isn't it, Anil? And you've got game at the Chepauk and a game at Jaipur to finish with. Now, how would you classify Punjab's run into the playoffs?
I think Chennai, they've done well whenever they've travelled to Chennai, but you never know. You can never tell. Chennai is wounded, so they would like to sort of, get their act together. It's their home game. But Punjab, even if you take that as 2 points, and then, Lucknow at home is going to be a tough one.
Dharamshala?
Dharamshala, you never know. It's a small ground. See, Punjab, their 5th bowler has always been a bit of a challenge. Stoinis didn't play today. Maxwell, I don't think, you can sort of look to as a 5th bowler, especially at Dharamshala. It'll have bounce and carry. Yes, Marco Janssen will be good.
The guy who bats 5 for them these days. Yeah.
Super all-round.
So in that sense, it's going to be a challenge. You don't know what to expect at Dharamshala. So if they win one, then you have a chance. And if you lose the first one, which is against Delhi, which is not easy.
That's a tough game.
Then you have Mumbai, which is again tough.
Correct.
Rajasthan away. Lucknow first, then Delhi.
And then Dharamshala, those 3 games, you'd speak of it being a batting powers. Those are 3 strong batting sides, right?
Yes,
You've got Pura and Marsh Markram, Lucknow, Mumbai, we know what they're about. Delhi, you would still sense on form, etc. So, are Punjab looking at perhaps a more nervous run and then some of the other teams competing for a top 4 spot?
And it was the final, they played in 2014, didn't they? They lost to KKR, funnily enough.
Yeah.
So they can often start quite well, and then sadly they fall off the wagon. They do fizzle out badly. You're right. Okay. You got to have question marks around that too, don't you?
Yeah, the key is that given that they're on 11, they've done some good work in the first part of the season. So even if they get 3, I think 17 should get you into the top 4 at least, shouldn't it?
Yeah, if the top teams do fall away, then 15 should also get you through.
Yeah.
Because last time, RCB got through with, 14?
14, yeah.
Yeah, so 15 will be safe in that sense.
Okay, let's take some questions quickly, and I'm glad you guys are still up, even though it's 11:15 and
Good
showing
God, are
some
they?
interest. Yes, they are. There are some questions directly for you, actually, Danny. I'll come to those in a second. But why don't I just take this? This is the story of the day, as it turns out, because we got no more action. Devang Sharma asks, I don't understand how legendary cricketers like Ricky Ponting make such, I'll change the word, poor decisions sitting in the dugout. How can Janssen bat ahead of Shashank and Wadera? We're still trying to figure that out with all the rain break we've had. Does anyone have an answer, a smarter answer?
Not really, do we? No.
Someone like Maxwell's form, even ahead of Maxwell.
I checked his stats in the last 3 overs in the IPL. It's about 115 strike rate. In the last 3 overs, Shashank Singh's is over 200. So I don't really get it.
Okay, what about this for the Punjab Kings? They still need to quickly sort out their 2 overseas middle order players, says Lawrence. You can't keep shuffling Maxwell and Stoinis. At least give one of them a long run before switching to the other. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's absolutely right. I thought Maxwell's now come in, so you need to sort of stick with him. Just because you moved to Dharamshala, maybe I don't know what the thought process would be for Punjab there. But their overseas players haven't really performed.
Omar Sai was also an interesting call today. We don't know what to make of that.
Correct. Yeah. So maybe keeping Dharamshala because it's going to
nibble around.
Swing. Yeah, it's going to swing. So I don't know. I'm not really sure because the overseas guys haven't really performed other than Marco Janssen to an extent.
Couple from Abhishek says now that the net run rate might be out for Punjab because they've played so well, they've got a decent net run rate. Is that useless given the 1 point to them? Actually, they still have a lot of points. They already can, if they win everything, they can get to as high as 21. So even if they drop a few, maybe it could cost them a 2nd versus 3rd if they have a strong finish. But that's all we wait to see. There's another one from Abhishek. Danny Morrison, sir, why are you not coaching Any specific reason you've never entered the coaching line?
I did a level 3 coaching certificate in New Zealand cricket, and I came here to Vanakam, Chennai, and I loved it with Dennis Lillee because he was my inspiration. So the great Dennis Lillee. So really, it was about could you have gone down that path? I suppose so. You think about quick bowling coaches and that, but what was the chat? Was this Abhishek that asked me?
Yes, Abhishek.
It was a while ago, and you got to make a decision. So in the late 90s, not even this century, freaking, not even this. I had to make more of a decision to go more media and TV and hosting and crazy.
Well, wait, thank you for making that decision.
What
Just
about
to be with you.
Yes, good.
what about coaching broadcasters? That could be Danny's.
No, that was with another guy that we know. I helped out on that, and I think I scared too many people.
I don't think you can coach what Danny
no, it's
does.
a
or
little
teaches.
left field.
Wonderful, brilliant. On that note, actually, there's a request from Cristiano Ronaldo. He keeps popping up on our live shows. Danny, could you ask Raunak or Dustin when are they getting married? He refers to Shubha's
Now, you guys,
incident.
I know, Les, what about, are you married?
Yeah,
I
I'm
saw,
married.
we see, I just,
It's been a few years.
Very young. You're still looking very young.
No, I'm not.
There you go.
I've been
so
married.
not.
I've been married 12 years. So.
Oh, old man.
Okay, you're not going to get that from Danny today, and we don't deserve that. We don't look as good as Shubha's.
Shubhas.
All right. On that note, some quick ones to just wrap it up. Anil says Punjab should still, Anil Vavilala says for Anil Kumble, I guess, Punjab should still have scored closer to 230, 240 today. Are they getting too cute with the batting lineup? And middle order bats are still not gaining any rhythm. The back half of the tourney is tough. They need to figure that out.
Yeah, they need to, certainly. I mean, they were in a good position to score more than 201 for sure. Whether 230, 240, we don't know, but certainly more than what they got. Because the last 4 or 5 overs, they sort of fell through.
Yeah. Ajay asks if Narayan and Rahane haven't been as impactful this year. Can you do something about the two of them in the batting order? They're not getting the real power or explosive or that explosion even in the middle. You've made the point about Narayan at the top, haven't you?
Yeah, I think it really could be a time for a change. I just do. I think Narayan occasionally shows glimpses. But I also made the point to both him and Andre Russell, they're in the later side of their 30s. So, they're a bit more done now.
Anita saying Kumble should be very happy seeing Varun Chakravarti's bowling form in recent months. He's competing with Anil to be India's fastest leg spinner.
No, today's certainly the one wicket of Maxwell. Maxwell thought that it was a spinner, but it's certainly a fast delivery with the seam up. So yeah, I'm really impressed. I think what Varun has done over the last couple of seasons has been brilliant, and no wonder he's a part of the Indian lineup.
All right. And Ujjwal says, Mr. Dustin Silgardo, savior of ESPN is what he calls you. Dustin, sir, can you compare Harshit's percentage quicker one deliveries last season to this one? I know you hate it when I throw these things at
I mean, that's actually one that you can't search for on Cricinfo, unfortunately. You'll have to go to Hawkeye. We'll get the speeds at some point and let him know.
Okay, and Ajay just reminds us that Priyansh is now the leading run scorer of Punjab Kings in this year's IPL. What a debut season.
Oh, it's been a great season. I mean, at 200 plus strike rate, which from a youngster who's playing his first season at the top of the innings has been brilliant. And today's innings was real class.
We'll be sitting here next season. I just wonder how it goes. It's always fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
Year 2 and 3. How do you
But he certainly has the skill set. He has the technique. Today he showed that. Just didn't look too overhit. He was waiting for the ball and just timing it.
Exciting.
All right. This is one, if Ujjwal is right, he says the only non-Pakistani bowler to get a hat-trick in a World Cup, in which all 3 were bowled, is on the couch. Can I guess who that is? Did you get a hat-trick in a World Cup?
No. Yeah. But he might be going on about, he'll be going
Dustin,
about
did you?
I got a hat-trick of something at some World Cup, but it may not be wickets.
Chetan Sharma.
Chetan Sharma.
I played, that was my debut game.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why this has been brought up. Okay.
Ah, there you
bowled
played in that,
at
in
Nagpur.
Chetan's. Yeah.
Nagpur.
Nagpur,
Yeah, that's right.
Danny does have a hat-trick in a game that you...
Yeah.
We
But
brought
the World Cup one, you're right, that must be about Chetan
That was
Sharma.
Chetan Sharma.
Correct, and Danny featured in that game.
Yes.
Jeff Crow was so angry. Jeff used to get like this. And he comes to Willie Watson and I, and Ewan Chatford, who deaf was 11, even though I and Willie did that role as well, he comes up to, and he comes in there, the wickets were tumbling, and he points at Willie, he goes, you and you and number 10 and 11, Chats, you can go out with the pads on. And you and Chatfield faced the hat-trick ball and got bowled.
Very quickly, Danny, one commentator who can match your excitement in the combox according to you. One question from Ujjwal.
Oh, a question that matches the excitement.
That you do, yeah.
Geez, of late, I suppose Swanee, Graham Swan gets up there, doesn't he? He gets pretty fired up.
And this is for all of you. If there is to be a new IPL champion this time, which team looks most deserving?
Oh, I think
Capitals.
Capitals.
Yeah,
certainly
come on.
Look,
Not that other team.
Danny?
Capitals through and through. They used to be the double Ds.
I mean,
DS?
deserving is a
It's a
leading
bad
question,
dangerous,
but yeah.
Nobody's
But
saying
I'd
RCB?
say
RCB is close. Close. No.
But no cigar. And that's it.
All right. Anything? That's it. That's pretty much it. All right. Thank you very much for keeping us company on this Saturday evening. There's no better way we'd spend a Saturday night than with Danny Morrison and Anil Kumble and Dustin and a washout game. Shame that. But these things have their own little charm of drama as the race to the playoffs heats up. Danny, thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in a little while from now. MILSG tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. It's still tomorrow. Yeah, it's still tonight. Yeah,
Yeah, get
looking forward to it. And hot. Day game?
Yeah.
Family going?
Yes.
Cool.
So look out for them. Say hi to them when are you doing the toss tomorrow? Yeah.
No, thank God.
Anil, I'll see you again tomorrow. Dustin, pleasure as always. I'll give you Sunday off.
Thank you.
Why don't you join us on Monday? And we look forward to your company. Double header before the 3 p.m. game, just before the toss on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPN Cricket for Timeout. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.